Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a successful trading day. Today was just kind of so-so on the market. There were a lot of mixed results out there for the day, but I had a fantastic day. The insiders performed extremely well, and I hope you got in on some of the picks from Tuesday's pre-market video. So in this video, I'm going to cover everything that happened on Tuesday as far as the top 7 and others. I'm also going to cover some of the stocks sold from our different levels in our Discord. We have a lot to cover, so here we go. If you had all the stocks evenly from the top 7 and others from Tuesday's pre-market video, you would have had a 4.20% gain. So this list continues to do extremely well. Personally, I had a 6.89% gain. I had a couple picks that did extremely well. Month to date, this list is up 40.33%. It's having a really terrific month so far, and I think we have a chance of breaking the record. The record for this list is a 90% gain that was set in January 2020. So looking forward to doing better than that. That would be quite something. Year to date, personally, I am at a 58.46% gain. So moving right along, well on course to hit my goal of a 500% gain for the year. I like to use Webull for my trading. The reason why I do is because I can trade so early in the morning, fantastic scanners, and a lot of great tools that I use each and every day. If you're looking for a powerful broker or wanting to try something new, please check it out. We have a link in the description down below. You get 1 free stock when you sign up, and you get more free stocks when you deposit money. All right, let's get to it. Let's start with the sales from the premium room. Sold BFIIW, that was warrants, for a 42.72% gain. Had that about a month, so it was time to move on from that. That was a really good profit. Sold GM, which was an options earnings run-up play. Sold that for a 47.8% gain. Did very well. Sold IGACW, so more warrants, for a 17.35% gain. Had that for about a month. Sold NGAC for a 0.6% loss. Bought this yesterday on news of a merger, and it just never really took off, and I kind of was in it and just decided to get out of it because I thought my money would be better somewhere else. And sold Mastercraft, MCFT, for even. That was an earnings run-up play, and that was an option. I sold it for exactly the amount I bought it at, and so a lot of the members in our group had similar results. So that was our premium room. In our standard room, we only had 2 sales. I sold ACB for a day trade. That was for a 3.5% gain. Should have probably done better on that, but got a poor entry point. But still a gain, I'll take it. And then sold Ford options for a 9.7% gain. Had that for a couple of weeks. They had earnings and it did okay. There was a lot of excitement over some news that they had, so we got in on that one. All right, for our top 7, we only have 2 sales to report from yesterday's list. So here we go. This is for the top 7 and the basic level. Sold AXDX for a 32.83% gain. That was a 5-day hold, and it had been 5 days since insider activity, but it was a great stock and a great 5-day investment. 32% gain, would take that all day long. Also sold SRGA today. I didn't want to sell it. I was trying to hold it, but they just kept making newer lows and it kept taking out support. And so throughout the day, I just decided it was best to get out of it. Sold SRGA for a 51.03% gain. A fantastic 7-8 day investment is about what it was. It turned out really great. Okay, so now let's get to the top 7 and others. We have so many stocks to go through. Let's start with the OTCs. Now, I know a lot of you don't like OTCs, but man, you can make money on them, especially after they've had insider activity. If you catch them right, you can really make money. And so when I call these out in our group, we've had a lot of members make a lot on these. Sometimes because they are low volume, they can be very tricky. You have to be very careful how you enter these. These are tough to enter. So the first is YAYO, and we've had this one for a while. Today, this finished up 28.86%. Just another fantastic day out of YAYO. And this is rideshare rental. My average rate is $3 a share, and since calling this out, it is up 89%. Really doing terrific. The next is brand new to list. This OTC is brand new. This is VBIO, and today it had insider activity, and that propelled it to 100% up. So that's where it finished for the day. This is Vitality Biopharma. I got in it at around a 0.19 average, and I called it out, and it shot up really fast. Up so far 66.96%. That's pretty fantastic on the first day. We'll definitely take that. Hopefully everyone who is in this stock got in it well. And we have one other that it's not in the top 7, and that's Molecular Templates. So we've had this about 5 days, and on On Tuesday, this finished down 1.66%. My average in it's $13.27. Since calling this out, it is down 1.51%. So this has had multiple times of insider activity by B flat, biotech, and V. And usually this stock would just take off, but for some reason it's just been kind of hanging there. Now, it seems like it's about ready for a breakout. I'm hoping and looking at the technical analysis on it, but at some point it will be time to move out of it if it doesn't make its move soon. Analysts have an average target price of $20.14, so there's huge upside on this, and so I could see it really moving upwards. But we need some sort of news or some sort of catalyst or some sort of reason why B flat biotech has been loading as they have been. Now to the top 7. Number 7 is HOG. This is Harley Davidson, and this had another great day on Tuesday. This finished up another 2.68%. My average in it is $34.59. Since calling this out, it is up 4.97%. So hopefully you got in on this when we started talking about it just a few days ago. The CEO and the VP of Motorcycle Management has bought shares, and they were 2 different insider purchases on 2 different days, and the CEO spent over $1 million, so it was very, very impressive. And analysts have an average target price of $37.11, which is not a lot higher than where it's at right now. I think there's some sort of news here. This just seems extremely odd to have 2 different directors to buy in open market like this, and very good amount of money. And so I think there's something going on. I know they have a new electric engine Harley Davidson has, and it could be outfitted and maybe used for a lot of different things. Maybe there's something there. Anyway, it should be interesting to see over the next couple of days, see if there's news reported. So far, this is doing great, and I think it will continue to do so. This has been a great stock for us so far. Number 6 is YTEN Biosciences. This is YTEN. And on Tuesday, this finished down 2.97%. My average in it is $16.69. Since calling this out, it is up 9.65%. So this is doing very, very well for us. And Jack Schuler has been buying up shares. We know Jack Schuler, the doctor who's retired, and he likes to invest in his different companies that he has. Analysts have an average target price of $21.25. So there is some upside here, and I can see this continuing upwards. Number 5 is Apollo Endosurgery, and this one has been great. We haven't had this but just a couple of days, but this is APEN. On Tuesday, this finished up another 14.31%. Hopefully you got in on this before. It's continually moving up, and my average is $5.10. And since calling this out, it is up 18.33%. If you're always feeling like you're behind the ball and you're not getting in on these insiders in time, I really suggest our group. There are lots of great levels and great investors in each and every group, and different people that you can learn from, and it's best as a trader not to go it alone. We have a link in the description down below. Please check it out. Well, analysts have an average target price of $7 a share on APEN, so we could see more upside here, and so far it's doing great, and I look forward to it continuing. Number 4 is Fastenal, FAST, and on Tuesday this finished down 0.34%. My average in it is $47.77. Since calling this out, it is down 0.90%, but 2 directors purchased shares in open market. Also, there has been a lot of institutional buying on this, and so it's very, very interesting to see what's going on. I think there really is something going on with FAST. I know it hasn't done well so far, you know. I think it's going to turn around. Of course, that's just my opinion. The market really doesn't care what I think. It doesn't care that I think a stock's going to go up. Doesn't care if you think a stock's going to go up. But the signs are there, definitely, with the insider activity, and then also they had a great earnings. I mean, there's lots of things going for FAST. Number 3 is Kemper, KMPR. This one is brand new to the list, and this is insurance, which isn't all that exciting. But on Tuesday, this finished up 3.43%. My average in it $73.67. Since calling this out, it's up 1.19%. And I told my members when I put out the alert on this that I expected it to climb anywhere between 2 to 10%, and I really think that that will happen. David Storch is buying shares in open market. It was a very nice transaction, and so it makes me think that this stock will continue upwards. Should do really, really well. Number 2 is Sally Beauty Holdings. So this is SBH. On Tuesday, Tuesday, this finished up 7.59%. This is brand new to the list. My average in it is $14.86. Since calling this out, it is up 6.07%. It's doing very well. The CEO is buying shares in open market. Analysts have an average target price of $15.14, which I think is really, really light. I could see this one continuing to move upwards, and also Sally Beauty Holdings sales have been good. And so there's lots of different stuff going on there, and I think this one should be good. CEO buying shares is always a good sign. Number 1 is Bolt. B-O-L-T. So this is Bolt Biotherapy, and this is an IPO. I typically don't like IPOs. I'm not a big fan of them, but this one has had so much insider activity that I could not help myself. On Tuesday, this finished up 3.99%, and this is roaring upwards in after hours right now. I think this is really going to do great. This one is brand new to list. My average in it's $33.99. Since calling this out, I am up 2.62%, but just about every director bought shares during the IPO. In fact, it may be every director on the board. Also, the CEO and the CFO bought shares. Very, very impressive to see the participation in the IPO amongst the officers spending their own money. And so that is really great. Of course, they got a great deal on it because I don't think anyone was really kind of paying attention to this IPO. It definitely wasn't a hot one, but I think this one's going to climb anywhere between 5 and 20%. I just really like how all those officers went in. And this is not something I typically do, but this one, with how many officers, I was very, very impressed. There's no target by analyst yet because this is a brand new stock and it doesn't have anyone covering it. So I do a lot of work for this list. So if you can please do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these videos comes out. Should be a great rest of the week. I really, really hope all of you have made a lot of money on this list. I put a lot of work into it, and it is my goal that you be successful in the market, even if you're not a member and you just watch the free videos. Let's have a fantastic day tomorrow, and Raythoven out.